All right, Charlie, why don't you tell them what we have on the bar tonight?
Tonight's bottle was graciously provided by our friends at Middle West Spirits, and we are reviewing their Cask Strength Wheat Whiskey.
Okay, Charlie, so Middle West Cask Strength Wheat Whiskey. We all know that you love wheated whiskeys, right?
No. Not so much.
Although, recently, and we talked about this on a recent episode, you've kind of liked some wheated bourbons that we've had, and some. So this is straight wheat whiskey.
Straight wheat, 100% wheat.
Yeah.
Mashbill consists of Middle West Spirits 100% Northern Ohio soft red winter wheat. Proof is 125.1. No water in the mash bill, or I'm sorry, no water in the bottle. 4 years old. Price $70, $69.99.
Yes, and this bottle is part of Middle West Spirits' new Cask Strength Series. So they have the wheated whiskey, they have a wheated bourbon, and the dark pumpernickel rye cask strength.
Say that 5 times fast.
Absolutely.
And I believe their wheated bourbon is actually a 4-grain.
It is.
Which is very interesting.
Yes.
Stay tuned. We may do that one too.
Yes,
and we've done some Middle West episodes, so go back through. We've done their finish series. We've gotten some samples of some other ones. So pretty excited about this one. This is from their website. Our wheat whiskey utilizes soft red winter wheat from Northern Ohio's clay packed soil, which imparts a distinctive baking spice, essence, and showcases what the wheat, similar to a single malt.
Reading is hard.
Delivering a unique wheat whiskey experience. The whiskey offers nope, not going to read the tasting notes. So let's get into it. Let's
get into it.
Proof is 125.1 proof.
And once again, we thank Middle West Spirits because they provided this bottle for us.
They did. They sent us some awesome stuff, and that was really cool of them. And to be fair, though, we liked their stuff before they sent us that.
Yes, we did.
If you can see,
not going to influence our.
If you can see the color in my beautiful Middle West Crystal Glencairn, which is like my favorite glass ever. It has sort of an orange hue to it.
It does, yeah. It's
which I think all the Middle West we've done have that kind of interesting yellow-orangish hue.
And it's not light, but it's not super dark either. It's just kind of
an interesting color.
An interesting amber. It sticks to the glass. It doesn't run down very much.
Nose.
Hit the nose.
That's weird.
That's not how I was going to describe it, but you get a little blast of ethanol, and then you get, there's a nice, what's weird about this is it almost has a little bit of a rye characteristic to the nose.
So you're not wrong. This is 100% wheat in the mash bill, 100%. This is an American single malt, no matter how you spin it.
It is.
And it does have that kind of
it's got a
scotchy, malty funk.
Yeah, like a little bit of mint there.
But it also has a little bit of spice on the nose, which is very weird.
All right,
which is almost like why I said weird.
A little funk.
Middle West.
A little funk. I'm going to start with the mouthfeel. It's got a really nice viscous mouthfeel. It's, boy, you said single malt. It's got a chocolatey, malty note to it, but it's also got a nice spice. What do you think?
Yep.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Nope. That is really funky. Sweet and spicy. It is very sweet, but at the same time, it's a wheat. It's 100% wheat. It's hard not to be romantic about, I would say bourbon, but this is just wheated whiskey, just whiskey in general. There is a spiciness to this in the middle of your tongue, starts in the middle, spreads to the outside, and then it's sweet.
The caramel, there's a nice caramel or like a chocolate note that kind of stays in the middle of your tongue, and then that, like you said, the spiciness kind of spreads out to the sides. It's hefty as far as proof goes. Like it drinks. When I say proofy, I don't mean like
It's warm.
off-putting.
No, it's
But you can tell it's a cask strength whiskey.
125.1 proof. It's warm. You get a nice Kentucky hug. You know you're drinking a barrel proof bourbon whiskey. Sorry. Boy, that is a really interesting.
Really nice.
The finish is what's crazy. So the finish just is all of that sweet and spicy, but it just sits in the middle of your tongue. Like I don't get a lot.
Now. Dill pickle.
You having a stroke?
No. Smell it.
I do. All right.
There's some dill pickle in there.
I get a little dill there. Boy, that's interesting how that's opened up. That was a fresh pop, by the way. Very interesting. Very interesting. And for $70 too, 4 years old. I know it's young, 4 years, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But man, is that interesting.
It's pretty good.
It is pretty good.
And all their cask strength offerings are $69.99, which
awesome.
I think is a pretty good price
I
for
do too.
a craft distillery cask strength whiskey that's grain to glass. I like it.
I do too. I'm just trying to. It's very unique. That is the word. But I feel like people say, especially in bourbon and whiskey, they say it's unique as a way to be like, oh, it's not good. That's not what this is. This is very good. It's just very hard because it's like nothing else I've had, or at least had recently, that I can like hearken back to.
Well, what's funny to me is a lot of wheated bourbons that I've had, that wheat gives it like just kind of a funky. And when I say, so I have two different definitions for funk. One's a good funk. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that's funky. That's got a nice funk to it. The other one is like, oh, there's something in there that's just messing everything up, right? A lot of the wheated bourbons that I've tried has that bad type of funk.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's kind of, don't.
An out of character flavor.
Yeah, like there's something.
Yeah. It
almost
stands
like
out in a bad way.
like a moldy or something like that. But this is really good.
So we've done quite a few episodes about American single malts, which are typically barley, 100% malted barley, or some combination of barley. I don't know if we've ever done a straight wheat whiskey.
I feel like we did one actually kind of recently. I don't remember what it was though. I'm pretty sure we did one recently. We'll have to. I should have gone back and checked.
This one is really interesting because it just checks a lot of boxes. It has that kind of single malt aspect to it. But
really
how
does.
you get a spiciness from a rye?
It tastes like there's some rye in here, doesn't it?
From 100% wheat is really interesting, and the spiciness is really nice, and it just kind of tickles your tongue the whole way. It's a really nice pour. It's proofy. It's borderline, not unpleasant, but it 125.1 proof. It's got a little something.
You're drinking it. In your mouth
drinking
though, but not like I'm not getting any. It's not coming up in the back of my throat or anything like that.
I'm getting a little.
Are you?
Not a lot. I'm getting a little, but I really like it, and I think price point wise, like if you're a bourbon and a whiskey fan, you want to support craft as much as you can because that's where innovation comes from, and it kind of keeps the hobby moving forward. Mm-hmm. I have been so impressed with everything that we've had from Middle West.
I have too.
And just because they sent us this bottle does not mean that we'd be like, oh, this is great. If it was trash, we'd trash it because, let's just be honest, that gets a lot more clicks.
Or we just wouldn't put out the episode.
Yeah, either or. This is a really good bottle. It's very interesting. Now, is this going to be for everybody? I don't know. I don't know what y'all drink, but I think it's really unique. Yeah. I like bottles like this because I'd like to just grab the bottle and pour it for people and be like, taste this. Mm-hmm. And be like, oh, that's awesome. What is that? 100% wheat?
Well, and sometimes, like, this is not one that I'm going to go to on a regular basis, but sometimes you just want to change things up and drink something that's a little bit different than what you normally drink. And that's the New Riff single malt.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm not saying that it's the same, but it's kind of in that same category. It's like, hey, I want to switch it up tonight, drink something a little bit different.
It's very interesting to me because you think a wheat whiskey is going to taste a certain way, and this doesn't taste that way. It's my third or fourth drink now, and I've kind of been trying to space them out and kind of just let it sit. That third or fourth drink now, the spice is still there. That sweet kind of funky wheat is there, but now I'm getting a lot more on the finish. It's kind of had time to sit there. I'm getting a nice dark chocolate. It's not a lot of oak character. It's only 4 years old,
Right.
but it does have some. It has a really nice kind of dark, not fruit, but there's a sweetness there, like almost like a salted caramel
To me,
or
yeah,
something.
it's a caramel.
It's really good. I really like that bottle. Very interesting, very unique in all the best ways.
There's something, the only knock I have on this is there's something on that finish. And it doesn't ruin it. It's not a bad finish, but there's just something.
Astringent.
If there's like 3 or 4 layers to the finish, there's one little thin layer that's almost a little, I don't know, bitter or something.
Astringent.
I don't know what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not enough to
I wouldn't go so far. I
wouldn't
wouldn't go so far as to say it's chemically. It's not chemically,
No.
but it is almost like a dry or astringent. And it may just be because 4 years old. It's still pretty young.
Yeah.
But if that's the worst thing, and it's just there, you kind of, because I agree with you, it is there. Would it stop me from buying this bottle or drinking this bottle?
No way.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
I think it's a good bottle. Again, everything we've had from Middle West, and we've got 2 other offerings in this Cask Strength series to do as well. Very good.
Absolutely, I would agree. And Charlie, why don't you tell the good people watching at home what we would love for them to do?
If you want more hard-hitting craft distillery content like this, smash that like and subscribe button.
Absolutely, and check us out on Instagram at So Into Bourbon, TikTok, Whiskey Realtor, and as always, keep those wallets loose.
And your bungholes tight. Good night, everybody.
Peace out.
Thank you, Middle West.
Our episode tomorrow is going to continue our streak of like 12 views, I'm pretty sure.
Well, let me tell you, that's for the fan to decide. Get it? The fan.
I feel like we need a banger. I'm telling you, it's the length. They say length doesn't matter, but
I've never heard that.
Evidently to YouTube, it
If
does.
we-
Well, all right. What are you doing?
Straight
Oh, okay.
wheated.
Okay.
Dude,
Straight-
stop yelling at me.
No. We're doing this.
Straight wheat whiskey?
Yes.
Pour it out. We're recording this whole thing. Plop.
No, let's do this.
All right, pour it back in.
Put these.
Pour it back in.
Okay. I was going to say, we could just
No.
hide these and then pull. Yeah.
Pinot Noir.
It's pretty sloppy.
If you notice, it only got around the rim. This guy gave it a rim job.
You're not going to be able to pick out all the details like I do.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
You're screwed, man.
It's over. It's over, bro.
Did we get this right?
I don't know.
Charlie, this is the
A lot of F-bombs.
straight weave.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.